Greetings everyone, Jonathan here, and if you happen to visit Plagiarism today, that's an awkward sentence, but if you happen to visit the site today, and you either have a keen eye or I made a mistake, you'll probably notice that the site's a little bit different. It's been changed. It's a long story, and I'll try to go into it in just a minute, but basically speaking, I have upgraded the theme of Plagiarism today from Headway 2 to Headway 3, and that meant completely redoing and redesigning the theme. And in fact, I did the entire process in about 5 hours. So I know there's a few things that still don't work, like for example, tags page and the author page. Got to go back and adjust those. Those don't work right now. But most of the pages should work. Most everything you'd visit and see should work fine, should look pretty good. Like I said, tweaks and adjustments will be made over the next week or so. But yeah. It was a long and detailed process, and most importantly involves getting a lot of feedback from the community. I like putting betas out there, getting people to say, no, this and that, I don't like this, I don't like that. I like getting that kind of input because it helps me build a better theme. This time around, I didn't have that option. I was very much forced into doing what I had to do, which was, like I said, put in a marathon session last night trying to get a new theme working. And the reason goes back a long ways. When I established the new look for the site, I used the theme development framework Headway, and I've talked about all this before in previous videos, but I'm just going to recap it quickly. But anyways, I used the theme development framework Headway. I used Headway 2.0.13 specifically. It was great for building the site in. I really loved it, really enjoyed it. It went well. And on the test site and everything else, it worked great. Pushed it out to production. Almost immediately started noticing some problems. Those problems included the theme just randomly borking. A lot of the settings and options would get lost. Extra sections of the site would reappear. What they call them leaves in Headway, extra leaves would appear. And it was very annoying. And they call them blocks now in this Headway, but yeah, that's a separate issue. But anyways, so I got annoyed by that. And then they released Headway 3. And Headway 3 was this big rewrite, re-envisioning of Headway as a theme development framework. It looked really cool, and I've actually already used it before this on other projects. It seems to work pretty well, but I did not upgrade Plagiarism today to it, and the reason is if you visit the Headway forums, there's this nice pretty image up there that says, do not upgrade from 2.0.13 to Headway 3.x because there is no upgrade path. That will be coming soon, and that block has been there for over a year. And it's getting kind of sad, Headway. You've been promising that for a year. It's been soon for a year, and it's not coming soon. These are two very different theme development frameworks. I doubt you can even create an upgrade and transition path. And I don't blame you for that, but just be honest about it. That's really annoying, and I'm sorry to vent and go off there a little bit, but it's the truth. I mean, that's a bad customer service move, and it's strange because Headways had provided great customer service. When I presented them with the problems, and the problems kept reoccurring about once a week for when it was at its peak way back when. They actually worked with me, got on the server, they analyzed the errors, and they found that what was going on was that the server was hitting either a CPU or a RAM issue, and it was working. So I worked with my host, and I found out what was causing the issues. We did some tweaking, and that inevitably got those issues to be very rare, and went from being like weekly to being less than once a month, which was significantly better, but it's still, even if you do everything you can and do everything right, upgrade your scripts, get rid of some bad stuff, things happen on servers, things go wrong, and you're going to have CPU issues, you're going to have RAM issues, and everything down the line has to fail elegantly, and Headway was not. It was breaking, and it was actually breaking two separate ways. In way one, it would do the thing where it get the weird database problems, you'd have to go back in and readjust everything, all the settings would be screwed up. And the other way would just be a caching issue where the site would look horrible, but if I went in and republished the theme, it all fixed itself. So, but anyways, it was that second type of error yesterday that really hit home hard. It hit once right in the morning, once again at lunch, and then a third time later in the day, and this time around something went wrong with the database that actually for a moment completely ate my site. And if you've worked on a site for 7 years like I have at Plagiarism today, even if you have very good backups, which I do, even if you have great backups, seeing your database and seeing all of your content just disappear, it is a freak out moment, it's a hyperventilation moment. Restarted the server, everything came back, was able to get the site back online, but I'm like, that's it. I'm not working, I'm not doing another thing on this site till we get rid of Headway 2. It's just too unstable, too unreliable, and nothing they can do to fix it. They haven't even released a patch for it, and since they released Headway 3 that I can recall. So, yeah, all their efforts are in Headway 3, and if I don't upgrade, I'm screwed. And my light just went out. Great. Um, so I just decided I would go ahead and bite the bullet and upgrade. And I wouldn't have stuck with Headway if I didn't like the theme, if I didn't like the look that I was producing with it, and if I knew that it would take much, much longer to switch to another theme. And also, like I said, other than that issue with them saying that the upgrade path is coming soon for over a year now, it's been a pretty good ride with them from a customer service standpoint. The forum admins are great. And like I said, they've taken some time out and some personal service. So I'm sticking with Headway tentatively, but I'm going to be watching how Headway 3 works. And if it doesn't, if things start going bad with it, I do plan on moving to a different theme, and that will be the full process. So that explains what's going on with PT today, why it might look a little different to you if you're paying close attention. On that note, if you are watching this and you've reached this point, I would love your help. Please log on to the site. Let me know if you see any errors, any problems, anything that needs to be fixed. The only conscious change I made was I actually did widen the site a little bit because I'd made it very narrow originally. It looked kind of narrow, especially on widescreen monitors, and even worse, it didn't leave me enough room for a proper sidebar, so I gave like an extra 100 pixels of width. Not much, but enough to do what I need to do. Anyways, on that note, everyone, thank you very much for your patience. I will be posting PT today, I promise you that, and until tomorrow, this is Jonathan Bailey, signing off.